It's told in the problem that these three vectors what they are given are linearly dependent vectors and magnitude C is equal to root 3. What is the value of alpha and beta is the question asked, correct? What is the value of alpha? What is the value of beta is the question asked. Now, if the three vectors are to be linearly dependent, then I can say vector C is equal to P vector A plus Q vector B. I can write like this, right? Vector C is equal to P vector A plus Q vector B. So I can say I cap plus alpha times j cap plus beta times k cap, that is equal to, what is this, P times vector A. P times vector A can be written as I cap plus j cap plus k cap. I cap plus j cap plus k cap plus q times vector B plus q times vector B will be 4i cap plus 3j cap plus 4k cap, correct? 4k cap. So what is this answer that we get? This implies, see here the coefficient is 1, right? Comparing the coefficient of I cap, I can say this is nothing but P plus 4Q, correct? So alpha is equal to P plus 3Q, alpha is equal to P plus 3Q, and beta is equal to P plus 4Q, correct? P plus 4Q. Now also it's told in the problem that the magnitude of vector C is equal to 1. So if is equal to root 3. So magnitude of vector C will be equal to square root of 1 plus alpha square plus beta square. So root 3, that is equal to root over 1 plus alpha square plus beta square, correct? 3 is equal to 1 plus alpha square plus beta square. 2 is equal to alpha square plus beta square, right? 2 is equal to alpha square plus beta square. Now, the question is to find out what is the value of what? What is the value of alpha and beta? From this particular expression, this is one relation between alpha and beta. And now we have to find out linearly dependent vectors is told in the problem, right? So here, if you can see now, beta is equal to P plus 4Q, alpha is equal to P plus 3Q. So I can say beta is equal to P plus, I can say 3Q plus Q, right? P plus 3Q plus Q. So beta that is equal to P plus 3Q is nothing but alpha plus Q, correct? Beta is equal to alpha plus Q. So, or in other words, if you do like this, just here from this equation and this equation, from this equation and from this equation, right? From this equation and this equation implies to me that beta is equal to 1. The problem is over, right? Beta is equal to 1. Substitute here. 2 is equal to alpha square plus 1 square. So 1 is equal to alpha square. Alpha can be plus or minus 1. Yeah, this was an easy question, plus or minus 1. This is how the answer to the question is to be solved. Linearly dependent vectors means this is the relation, okay? One vector should be collinear to the sum of the other two vectors, P into vector A plus Q into vector B. That P and Q you can call it as alpha, mu, anything you can call. P and Q are constants.